Hi everyone, it's Evangeline here at eTrailer, and today we're going to be taking a look at our Inno Roof Rack system with the 51 and 54 inch long Aero crossbars, the Inno Through feet, and the custom fit kit for your 2011 Ford Fusion. So what if you want to carry around some extra cargo on your long road trip and it doesn't fit inside of your vehicle? Or what if you want to carry things like bikes or kayaks, or you want a roof basket or roof box? The first thing you need is an aftermarket roof rack just like this. So this is a roof rack from Inno. It's going to provide you some really good clearance in case you have extra bulky items. We have this really sleek design, and what I have here are the longer crossbars. So you get two options. You can get shorter crossbars or longer crossbars. This is going to be ideal if you want a little bit more overhang and you want to maximize your bar space. So Inno does an interesting thing where they have two different sized crossbars on your roof along with their special fit kit. So for that reason, make sure to use our fit guide here at etrailer.com. That way you can get the correct fit kit for your Ford Fusion. So we're going to measure for overhang because these are the longer crossbars. Measuring from the end of the tower to right before the end cap, it sits at about 2, almost 3 inches of overhang. Compare that to over here where you get about 1.25 inches of overhang. So overhang is important when you have certain accessories that you want to clamp over to the end. In our case here though, for our Ford Fusion, I personally prefer getting the shorter crossbars. That's just because if you do want to enter your vehicle, you'll want to make sure too much overhang, you might hit your head on that. If you do have clamp-on accessories, you won't have enough overhang in the back, so you actually will just always have to clamp it on the inside of your towers. One solution to that is going to be to utilize the T-track in your crossbars. So you have these special T-channels. If you take off the end cap, just press a tab, pull that end cap out. There you go. You can now access that channel. So your T-track accessories go on top of that rubber strip and go through. I really like that design, especially compared to some other brands. They require you to cut up those leather strips in order to fit the accessories. This one, you don't have to cut anything. It adjusts to you. These are the Inno Aero crossbars, and that's your more modern Aero design. So compared to the traditional old school crossbars, which are the round and square bars, if you had those, you remember that driving down the highway had a lot of wind noise and a lot of wind drag. This is designed to solve that issue. Since it's more aerodynamic, you're gonna have less wind noise, less wind drag. It's gonna be a larger bar, but you also have that T-track channel on top, so it's definitely an upgrade. The roof clearance from the top of the roof to the bottom of the crossbar looks like it's about 3.25 inches. Of course, that measurement's going to change depending where on the slope of the roof you're going to measure. But that's going to be the clearance below your crossbar. So if you have accessories with extra large clamps that go around, maybe they have U-bolts and have big wing nuts underneath, it's really good to have a lot of clearance under there for that. Now the height this is going to add to the top of our roof is going to be about 4.5 inches. And that's going to be where your cargo is going to sit. If you have a ladder on here, that's how high above your roof it's going to sit. If you have skis with extra tall bindings, you want a higher roof clearance because then your bindings are more likely to fit on your roof. Your towers have integrated locks, so all 4 towers are keyed alike. You get 2 keys keyed the same way. Use either one of those keys, and now you can access your system. The end caps don't have locks though, so that's the one downside to this system. If you want to secure your roof rack, you can do so, but if you want to deter theft of whatever's clamped to your crossbars, especially your T-track mounted accessories, those are accessible through opening up that end cap. So just keep that in mind. You'll definitely want to get accessories that can be secured if you are extremely worried about that. So this utilizes a custom fit kit. So that's going to be the pads underneath the towers and this hook. That hook is designed to be contoured around your vehicle's door. So that's why, again, it's very important to use our fit guide to get the correct hooks for your system. But once you've tightened them down correctly, You can even slam your door on it, no issues at all. These are the tools you use to tighten it down. It is honestly a simple process, but it looks complicated at first, so let's take a look at that. So the install process is going to be a little bit involved. That's because you have a naked roof, so you have a bunch of different moving parts, but that's what this video is for. I'm going to guide you through the process, explain why do we have hooks that have different numbers, what are the silver plates for, what are the tools for, which one goes where. That way you're able to put up your roof rack on your Ford Fusion with no problem at all. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to prep our crossbar. I actually installed our rear crossbar already. That way we can install the front crossbar together. The first thing you want to do is take off the end cap. So you're just going to push in that tab. That will allow you to push that end cap or pull that end cap out. And then we're going to move this tray all the way towards the end so it sticks out. That way we can get our silver plate and just bring it in from the bottom, snap that into place just like that, and then push that plate back in all the way till the center, as close to the center as you can get it. Then you have your tower. So notice how you have those tabs as well as the bolt on top of your tower. That's going to go upside down and fit right onto that plate. Once you have it on the plate, you just press in where your hook is going to go, and then that will allow you to slide this through. Do the same thing on the other side. Now you're going to have these pads. So the good thing about these pads is that they all fit the same tower. So you don't have different numbers. Just pick any pad, make sure the number is facing the inside of your crossbar, and pop that into your tower. So how far out do you slide these towers? Well, that's what the instructions are for. In your fit kit, you're going to have some different measurements, and the front and the rear crossbar have different measurements as well. So the front crossbar requires a distance from the center to the line on the tower of 20.1 inches. So we're almost there. We're just going to slide it a little bit closer. Then you're going to have an overall measurement, so that's going to be from one crossbar to another. That will just help you double check that you have enough distance apart and that you're evenly distributed. So that's going to be 40.3 inches apart. Once you've made sure you have them a correct distance apart, you're then going to tighten it down with this tool and tighten down that tower. So with that fully tightened down, gently place this onto your roof. Make sure the tapered end, see that how it tapers toward the end? That's facing the back of your vehicle, and the taller end should be facing the front of your vehicle. So your instructions also give a measurement from how far from the door, so right where your front and your rear doors connect. So for the front, it's going to be 11.8 inches, so that's going to be right over there. The same thing on the other side. Now you're ready to attach your hook. So your hook is going to fit right over there on top of your crossbar. Then you're going to get your bolts, and that's going to have a metal washer and then a plastic washer. So tighten that down in front of your hook, and then you're going to use the smaller hex tool to really tighten that down. What I like to do is just evenly tighten them. So I do like 75% on this side, then I finish it off on that side, and then go back here and tighten it down fully. And once you've had all 4 bolts tightened down, you're then going to place your end cap on. So that goes from the bottom, then goes up. And then to secure it, you have this key that locks it and secures it. Don't forget to put your crossbar end caps on as well. Those are the nice and shiny ones. Once you've done that for all 4 towers and all 4 crossbar ends, that's it for the install. See, it wasn't that bad. And that was a look right here at our Inno Roof Rack system with the 51 and the 54-inch long Aero crossbars, the Inno Through feet, and the custom fit kit for your 2011 Ford Fusion. My name is Evangeline, and I hope you enjoyed the journey.